Town Suns. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Last outing for Phoenix, the loss to Portland. They had a chance there right up. And in these early stages, Chris, of the season, how quickly do you start to get a sense of where your team stands and how good they can be or how bad they might be?
I would say that first 20 games is a really good kind of litmus test. Gives you a pretty good gauge to see where your team is. You're going to get to play against teams from both conferences. You have some really good teams and bad teams in that mix. So you kind of see how you play in all situations. Those first 20 games, you establish who you are.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Caldwell Pope. LeBron James is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Schroeder in at the one spot. Now Booker. There's a good screen. Screen by Saric. Takes the three. Devin Booker, and that's good. Booker's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Suns. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Luke Walton.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, it's no secret that speed is this team's strong suit, and their coach thinks that they're going to play to that strength. He said there's no reason to hold back. We want to push the action as much as possible, dictate pace, and play the game on our terms. See if they can pull that off tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Pass to Craig. 7-foot shot, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Oh, and the defensive chops of Drummond really helping this team. He really cleans house with his shot block.
And Dennis Schroeder out of Germany handed the keys as the full-time starter at the point guard in his fourth season.
And with his confidence and competitive spirit, you know, he was chomping at the bit for that opportunity. And you got to love his athleticism coupled with that big play capability. It's just exciting to see how good this young man can become.
The first one falls. Schroeder hits them both.
Well, the Lakers are undergoing a dramatic change of leadership in the front office last season. I mean, I think many felt that a change was needed. We'll see if they can turn things around.
Defended by Drummond. Here's Booker. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Booker's got his second bucket tonight.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Oh, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Caldwell Pope kicks to James. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Schroeder. The Lakers keep it alive. Fresh 24. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the wide open shot from Paul, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And the new front office taking over, not without some infighting, though, in the team's ownership. It made headlines.
Well, I think there have been dysfunction up at the top for a while. Hopefully, though, they'll be able to create some stability and a foundation to build on moving forward.
Saric outside. He dishes it to Paul. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Okay, 4 for 5 from the floor right now. Wasting no time getting this offense rolling.
James, the pass to Davis. Right at the free throw line. Jump shot is good. Davis has got his first 2 points.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Davis sets a screen. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look gets the three-pointer to fall. Caldwell Pope's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Whenever Caldwell Pope gets room off the pick, he's golden. A dynamite scorer who can heat up in a hurry.
Craig, James covering. Here's Sharch. A shot off that time, and the Lakers take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Here's LeBron. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that'll tie this game up.
James loves pulling up immediately off the pass. You can't give him any breathing room, even when the pass is coming his way.
Here's the screen. Top loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
You're right. They are precise in how they ran that play. Exceptional timing. That's all good stuff.
And it's Schroeder missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. LeBron can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Got that one up quick. Booker's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Suns. To the left wing. Drummond dishes to Schroeder. Over Paul. And that one's good. Schroeder. Here's Paul. He really had an off game against the Trailblazers. He really never found his rhythm. The pass to Craig. They set the pick. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Solid pick to create that opening. The soft touch on the jumper.
Caldwell Pope outside. Davis sets a screen. Caldwell Pope kicks to James. Over Sharch for 3. Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 6 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Drummond the screen from deep. James. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that one. He gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
They set the pick. Drummond passes to Davis. Sharch grabs the board.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed.
Down low. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Schroeder leading the charge. And stolen by Booker. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Fires for 3. And James pulls it down. Lakers trail by 7. Back to Schroeder. The dish to Caldwell Pope. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. Marc Gasol's checked in for Los Angeles. Matthews comes in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Davis sets a screen. Pocket 6. And here's James outside. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Craig, from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
There's Galloway. There's a screen. Out to the right wing. Cranes the three-pointer. Kaminsky's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Gasol, a screen on Crowder. Here's Matthews. And Matthews throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. In the corner, Crowder with it. Second chance shot. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Davis. And now just a 2-point Suns lead. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Kicks to Galloway. It's Crowder on the wing. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Galloway. That's short off the rim. LA has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Offside Gasol. And stolen by Wright. Galloway kicks to Kaminsky. Over Davis. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
D with some heavy feet out there. I mean, too slow to rotate. Nobody communicating. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Pass to Kuzma. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Kuzma's got 5.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Now here's Kaminsky. Guarded closely. Back to Galloway. Rejected by Gasol. They retain possession. This one on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line. So Wright will go to the free throw line. They get Marc Gasol. Los Angeles making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a Marc Gasol? With his passing and shooting, he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
Galloway dishes to Kaminsky. Over Harrell. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his second basket of the game.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
Picked by Harrell. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Kaminsky. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Wright sets a screen. Kaminsky misses. Lakers trail by 4. Feeds to Harrell. Here's Kuzma. He kicks it to Gasol. And no good trying to get that one. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He delivered 9 points from 3-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of an asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building the lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
Kaminsky out there with Brandon Wright. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Bridges. And it's Galloway in at the one. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Defended by Bridges. With the teardrop. That one good for two. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Galloway. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kaminsky. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
But what I like, it was completely in rhythm. The turnaround jumper, I could see them going to that play again.
Pass to Kuzma. Picked by Harrell. Gasol, a screen on Crowder. And there's the feed to Harrell. 6 to shoot. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Phoenix. And Montrezl Harrell, a player who seems to be another great find in the second round of the NBA draft out of Louisville. Starting to develop as a power forward. He can provide a nice inside presence for a team.
What I like about Harrell is that how strong he finishes at the rim. It seems like every time he goes up, he's in an and-one situation.
McLemore's checked in for the Lakers. In the corner, Crowder with it. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 4th assist in this one.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Gasol. Jay Crowder with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
There's Galloway. He's defended by Harrell. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Sharge checked in for Wright. Booker comes in for Bridges. And Paul subbed in for Langston Galloway. And the Lakers also making a switch. James is checked in.
That's the kind of player McLemore is. He is always thinking of shooting as soon as he gets the ball off the pass.
That's a 2 from Paul. He can't get that one to fall. And the Lakers going the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. To start a 3-game homestand with that game. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a 3-point play. So both teams changing it up here. The Lakers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Booker with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Portland. Paul outside. And stolen by LeBron. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. LeBron with the ball. Phoenix leading by 7. Booker with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And more, it's looking like Devin Booker, the 13th pick in the 2015 draft, is going to be one of the biggest steals of that draft class.
And he's one that all GMs are looking at, and they wish they could have a redo. I mean, Booker was very young when he entered the draft, and some teams maybe shied away from that. But clearly he's shown that he could be one of the best players in that class.
Nice shot by James.
And James prepares himself for every situation. Excellent at being in the right spot off the pick.
Schroeder against Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one wide left.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
LeBron kicks to Drummond. Back to James. He feeds it to Schroeder over Paul. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Schroeder.
And James is an all-around talent, a fantastic passer who actively looks to get his guys going.
Dishes it to Paul. Shoots over Schroeder. Paul can't get that one to fall. McLemore with the ball. He's guarded by Booker. McLemore, the pass to James. Harrell dishes to Schroeder. Pass to Drummond. Pick by Harrell. Pulls up on the elbow. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And now just a 2-point Phoenix lead. It's stolen by Schroeder. To the paint. He's looking for James and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, all you have to do is lob it up to James. His timing on these alley-oops, incredible.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. With the fadeaway. Phoenix no good that time either.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
He dishes it to Harrell. Over Saric. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. To stop the drought, score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, what you know about Paul, he sees everything as it develops. That time he hits the wide open man.
LeBron kicks to Harrell. Lakers passing it around. The pass to McLemore. James dishes to Drummond. Just 5 on the clock. With the shot, LeBron James again. LeBron's got 11 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Screen by Saric. And it's Paul penetrating. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
Well, you know what this Suns team wants to do when they go up against you? They are looking to get out in the open floor and get easy baskets off transition. One of the best teams in the league when it comes to capitalizing on the break.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Davis is checked in for Harrell, and it's Caldwell Pope in for McLemore. 9 feet out. James misses. Suns leading by 3. Paul passes to Craig, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And in general, this Suns team looks to push the tempo, Greg, and play at a very high pace whenever they can.
You know, if you look over the history of the franchise, they've always been at their best when they played that style. The Suns and that running gun mentality just seem to go hand in hand. And I think also it happens to work well with the athletes that are presently on this roster.
Wow, Drummond is one of the top rebounders in the game. You have to put a body on him, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, just to prevent him from coming away with a second chance opportunity.
Ball against Schroeder. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Schroeder kicks to Drummond. There's the dish to Davis. Nobody near Schroeder. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Passes to Craig. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And Chris, one of the rare honors for an NBA player is to have their jersey retired. The Kings retired your number 4. What does an honor like that feel like? What does that mean to you?
Man, it meant so much to have my jersey retired. I was there with my family, my wife, my brothers, sisters, parents, and everyone. And so it was just a really, really great moment. You know, when you're playing the game, you can really, you say enjoy the process, but you never really can really enjoy it day to day because you're always thinking ahead, trying to get better. So it was just a really cool moment to sit back and think about all the positive things we did in the city, for the city, and definitely for the game of basketball. So it was a great feeling, and, you know, Sacramento forever. I thank them for that, and I love them there.
Wonderful years, indeed. Here's Davis, and the basket is good. Davis has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Well, no matter what, he's always going to be one of the most dangerous men on the court.
Now here's Paul. He's got 9. To the inside. Fires the 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Booker dishes to Paul. Shoots over Schroeder. And he overshot that one, missing.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
James kicks it over to Schroeder. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Misses his 2nd shot in 4 attempts from the field. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the 2nd quarter. Here's Craig, and Davis sends it back. James kicks it over to Schroeder. Over Paul. That doesn't go either for Schroeder.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Booker with no one around from outside off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Well, LeBron James can do everything on a basketball court. It's his passing that's always stood out to me. His vision at his size, I mean, historically great.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Suns. There's Galloway. He's covered by Matthews. Galloway kicks to Crowder. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. 15 points for Jay Crowder.
Well, he just needs some time to warm up. After a difficult first period, he has turned on the Jets in the 2nd quarter.
Pass to Kuzma. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Gasol gets it to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
52 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Galloway. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Kuzma. Gasol a screen. Here's Davis, and the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Galloway. It's Crowder on the wing. And he's good on the 3-ball. Crowder's got 18 points in the game.
And the scoring of Crowder, I mean, giving them a lift.
Kicks to Davis. And there's the pass to Kuzma. And again, it's Marc Gasol. And the Lakers lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and 4.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Lakers ahead, up by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Andre, the offense was successful in the first half. Any adjustments the rest of the way?
But we just got to stick to what we're doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So whatever play we're running that's working, we got to continue to use it until they stop it.
That's the way of the NBA, Andre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Dennis Schroeder playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, Ernie, I'm not even a player anymore, but I'm not happy with the soft defense they had. Full of holes, allowing over 60% shooting. Ridiculous, fellas. It's amazing that they're still in this game. I think it's going to come down to how bad they want it. I even want it. Ernie, sign me on a 10-day contract right now.
And that will conclude our halftime.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the... And here is Paul, our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Drummond, Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's LeBron James, and it's Davis in at the power forward. Schroeder against Paul. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Chris, as your career progressed, your free throw shooting percentage jumped up about 20 points higher than when you started. It's not the case for a lot of players. Just how hard is it for a big man to improve their free throw shooting throughout their career?
Okay, that's probably one of the things I'm proudest of is that I have a record from going from worst to that best improvement, and I worked out hard. I had a shooting coach, Buzz. We worked out every summer. I would take him everywhere with me, Kev. I mean,
really?
I would take this guy to the club, to church, to a restaurant, he'd have to wait outside the bathroom. Everywhere I went that summer, I wanted him, with me because you have to focus and concentrate on it. You think about it, you have to change not only your mental habits, your repetition, but your thought process. So step 1 is the figuring out that shot. Step 2 is how many repetitions. Step 3 is can you get that in game time atmosphere. You really can't unless you punish yourself in the summer with running. So if you have to do a suicide every one you miss, or it just was just so much work and intensity on it because you have to build up so much trust. Because the reason why guys shoot bad free throws, they don't trust it. They shoot a different way every time. And it was fun becoming better at that. But that's probably one of the toughest things I've ever done was get better at shooting free throws because of the concentration and the time allowed it to try to improve.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Paul with the ball, now guarded by Schroeder. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Chris Paul.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Schroeder passes to Drummond. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Well, Drummond is a player who is always bound to put on a show on any given night. C-Webb, he can do it with his gaudy numbers and rebounding totals, or he can finish with a slam. He's very aggressive in attacking the rim inside. But no matter which way, he is a crowd favorite, to say the least.
Fewer and fewer big men are taking pride, or pride themselves in working down low for points. And Drummond does it. He's a throwback, to the 90s, to the 80s. And one reason why it's easy to cheer for him is because he actually likes to play inside.
And the first one drops.
Coach Luke Walton is coming from the 73-win Warriors team of 2016. He took over a Lakers team that has just finished off the worst season in franchise history. Quite a contrast.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And Walton, as interim with the Warriors, got 39 wins coaching just half the season in Golden State. Chris, how many games did he win last season in Los Angeles?
About half that number. I mean, it's a project. They got to build it up from the ground up.
Booker against Caldwell Pope. The game now all-time. 17 points for Devin Booker.
Well, that's just a great start to the half for them. Their offense is clicking, and they have made 3 of their first 4 shots.
James dishes to Drummond. Schroeder, right side, lets it go with a 3. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Love seeing the offense run through the big man. Drummond with great vision and terrific feet.
Defended by Drummond, and they pick up 2. He's got 8.
Now, this is exactly the start they wanted to this half. They've only missed 1 shot in 5 of 10.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. And Drummond kicks it over to Schroeder. And Davis now top of the key. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Davis has got 10 points in the game.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Out to Saric. Suns moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Defended by Drummond. They grab their own miss. That shot, no good.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offense.
Took him no time at all on that one. And it's a 5-point Laker lead. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. There's the screen. Paul kicks to Booker. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Fast break, the Lakers. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Devin Booker.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor. Well, I just watch KCP out there, and whether it's on the ball or off the ball, he's so active with his feet and his hands. He's so hard to shake. He can hound a perimeter threat all game long.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And the first one drops. And with KCP, he'll often draw the premier perimeter threat as his defensive assignment, which he welcomes. More often than not, Chris, he'll find a way to slow him down.
It's his ability on both ends on the floor. KCP, his skill set, that's what coaches love about him. He can lock you up on D, but he can also be a challenge for a defender on the other end.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
And you really got to be in awe at the way that Kentavious Caldwell-Pope plays defense. So disciplined in this era of three-point shooting to kind of stay home on fakes and playing great position defense. He just sticks to his man like glue. And they continue to control the glass.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Well, this is how you come out at halftime, really motivated to push this game out of reach. Stay focused.
Now with Caldwell Pope, it's not like he's playing defense on just anyone. Greg usually draws the opposing team's top scorer as his nightly assignment.
Yeah, and he's earned that responsibility because of his play. I mean, typically plays a ton of minutes and never slows down during the game. All around, fantastic defensively.
That's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
Suns trail by 7. And Booker kicks to Crowder.
Watch the screen.
Feeds it to Paul. Shoots over Schroeder, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
He kicks to Caldwell Pope. Schroeder with a screen on Crowder. Caldwell Pope passes to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Drummond sets the screen for Schroeder. Now here's McLemore outside. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Suns making a switch here. Lights checked in, and then for the Lakers. Marcus All's checked in for Andre Drummond, and Wesley Matthews subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Paul with the ball, now guarded by Schroeder. Wright sets a screen. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Schroeder dishes to McLemore. The feed to Gasol. Passes to Harrell. Gasol a screen. Here's Schroeder. And the Lakers with another miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Paul outside, and Booker kicks to Crowder. And the Suns miss again. Lakers leading by 5. Outside for Gasol. Outside Matthews. Picked by Harrell. Schroeder against Wright, and Paul over to help. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. McLemore, no good. Suns have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Crowder with it. Matthews covering. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Matthews passes to Schroeder. Matthews against Crowder. Matthews left side. Outside for Gasol. Good on the triple. Gasol's got 9.
Look, that's playing inside out, simply taking what the defense gives them.
Suns trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Paul missing. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 14-6 run. Paul against Schroeder. Over to the wing. He feeds it to Gasol. 5 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, there have been a lot of great young big men come into the league over the last couple of years. Chris, do you think the post position is about to make a comeback in the league right now?
I think it definitely could make a comeback because of the players that we've seen enter into this game, like Cat and Davis and Embiid. But I also think that, you know, the game has grown because we've had to see players like Larry Bird on the post extend his game to 3-point area. We got to see Hakeem Olajuwon get the first big crossover. So I don't know if the game will ever be the same with traditional posts, but I do know the game is in good hands with guys that have great skill sets, and so the big man is definitely back.
And the Suns call time here. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, he's tearing them to shreds, and I'm sure the only thing they're talking about in this timeout is what to do about him.
Davis is checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Schroeder.
And you look at the chart, and you see they have done a lot of their damage in the mid-range game. So often teams will try to force everything at the hoop or only rely on the three to score, but they have seen what the defense is giving them and taken every open look they found.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Crowder.
And with his feet set, Crowder can definitely hurt you from long range.
Outside Gasol. Dishes it to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
There's Galloway. He's guarded by Davis. There's Kaminsky. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Over in the corner, Matthews. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
Excellent use of the screen that time. That's 10 points for Frank Kaminsky.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
And stolen by Wright. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Crowder from outside. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Matthews. He dishes it to Davis. Gasol, a screen on Crowder. 6 to shoot. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. I'm not sure, Greg, there's a player who better fits the description of a grinder than Wes Matthews.
Yeah, so tough, too. I mean, mentally and physically. He talks about inflicting his personality on the team, and he truly is what I'd call a culture builder.
Here's Bridges. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Crowder.
He continues to get space and let his outside jumper fly. He's been spectacular in this game.
Outside Matthews. Davis dishes to Matthews. Gasol a screen. Matthews against Crowder. Now here's Matthews. He's covered closely. Los Angeles with another miss. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Here's Bridges. Bridges. The putback. The kick out to Crowder. There's Galloway. He's covered by Matthews. There's Galloway. Wright sets a screen. Galloway kicks to Kaminsky. They shoot again. No good on the buzzer beater. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Lakers lead by 7. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Three quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. Lakers leading by 7. We've got Bridges. Wright is out there with Kaminsky. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Craig in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Davis. Rebound by the Suns. Here's Bridges. Out to the wing. Kaminsky, the pass to Crowder. Sinks the three-pointer. Crowder's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Phoenix. Crowder against James. Good-looking screen by Gasol. LeBron outside. Pass to Kuzma. Lakers passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And LeBron James with the three.
Anything you can do, I can do better. We got a little gamesmanship going on.
I like this. It feels like it's getting a little personal out there. It could make it all the more interesting going down the stretch.
Wright sets a screen. Back to Crowder. Davis with some nice deep.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's James, and he makes the bucket, through contact, and gets the whistle, too.
That's just superb concentration despite getting hit. James is just excellent at scoring through contact.
And when you're scouting a player like LeBron James, Chris, how do you defend him? What's the plan?
Wow, you got to stay in front of him and try to force him to take bad shots. Tell the trainer to get the ice bath ready. Make sure you got some extra tape. And all this is easier said than done.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked
What's up,
in.
gentlemen?
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Paul passes to Bridges. Paul right side. A baseline J. The Lakers with the rebound. And it's the Lakers on the break. Caldwell Pope kicks to Gasol. Bridges against Caldwell Pope. Gasol wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bridges passes to Paul. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Craig is guarded by Davis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That one on Davis.
And up and down this Suns roster, there is a ton of youth. One of the younger teams in our league last season, and that was weighted, put Tyson Chandler's age. A lot of young players looking to make their mark here in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Sharch is checked in for Frank Kaminsky, and it's Devin Booker in for Bridges. Suns trail by 8. Now the dish to Booker. Paul outside. Back to Booker. Inside. Puts it up from 7. And he can't bank that one in. And last season, the Suns broke their franchise record for the youngest starting 5 the team has ever put on the court on multiple occasions.
Yeah, and with those young lineups, you can see the benefits, but also the concerns. I mean, they got a lot of extended looks at young players, and this team figures to have a bright future. But let's face it, there were some inconsistent stretches because of that youth. It's always difficult for a young group to learn how to become efficient and effective in the half court.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Craig, James covering. From beyond the arc, basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor. Lakers leading by 5. Schroeder dishes to Drummond. Right side, Davis. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis. You got to respect his perimeter game.
Booker against James. Here's Paul. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And Drummond kicks to James. Drummond a screen. James the pass to Caldwell Pope. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's James. It's good from long range. LeBron's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Lakers.
Oh, and that's his second three-pointer this half. I mean, he's really cooking now.
Paul dishes to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. They set the pick. Off the screen. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And that one's good by LeBron.
James is just a versatile scorer. When he's feeling it, get out of the way and let him do his thing.
And the Suns call time here. And the game and the culture of basketball has so many subsets. One of those is the basketball shoe culture, the sneaker culture. Players competing almost as much, Chris, for style points as they are for actual points.
Oh, yeah, you know, and I love to say that I was part of that culture, you know, with the black socks and with some different shoes that I've had at the NBA. It's a lot of fun, man. It's something that your fans can relate to. It's something personal. It shows a personal side of what you have, your type of design. So, you know, you're very fortunate if you get your own kick deal, and I was fortunate. It's a lot of fun, and the fans love it.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the last break, I listened to Phoenix's coach talk to the team. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. We'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
Pass to Craig. Kicks it to Paul. Looking to end the run. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
Solid trip down the floor. The offense is firing on all cylinders.
Schroeder outside. Outside, Davis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, the Lakers are enduring the worst 5-year stretch in the franchise's history. They missed the playoffs in consecutive seasons only once, and that was back in the mid-'70s. Last season, their 4th straight in the lottery.
And that one falls for Davis. And the Lakers have always considered themselves a championship or bust type of franchise.
Well, that mentality runs up against the reality of their situation. I mean, they seem to have accelerated the process with some draft fortune and free agent signings. I mean, especially with Magic coming back, you know the magic is back. This upcoming offseason will be a big one for them.
Hits the three-point bomb. And that's now 20 points for Devin Booker.
Well, his strong shooting from the first half has carried over into the second.
LeBron kicks it over to Schroeder. Drummond with a screen on Paul. Davis setting the pick for Caldwell Pope. Over Booker. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Screen by Saric. Here's Paul, and Davis sends it back. 4-on-3 break. LeBron kicks it over to Schroeder. And the pass to LeBron. Davis setting the pick for LeBron. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You love seeing James distribute the ball. It shows that he really has a focus for getting his teammates involved.
They set the pick. Here's Booker. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Free throw good, Booker. And Luke Walton, the Lakers' 6th head coach in the last 6 seasons, counting interims. I think they're going to be patient with him, though, as he rebuilds.
I hope so. I mean, the fact that he's a familiar face, a SoCal native, and a former Laker helps buy patience from the fans. Also, his deal is guaranteed through 2020. They need to give him a chance.
The kick out to LeBron, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't happy.
Ball against Schroeder. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
LeBron James on the wing. Saric grabs the board.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
To the middle, here's Booker, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Well, he's been lights out all game. No one can deny that, but I'm not sure his efforts will be enough to get his team to win.
Here's LeBron. Nails the 16-footer. LeBron's got 24 points.
And here in the fourth, he's carrying this team right now. 5 of 7 from the field.
Here's the screen. Feeds it to Booker. Shoots over Schroeder. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Booker.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Schroeder kicks to LeBron. Drummond the screen, and they double him up with LeBron. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And Drummond is just a powerful presence. So aggressive in how he skies up for the slam.
Ball against Schroeder. Screen by Saric for 3. Booker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Drummond's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Schroeder passes to Drummond. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Okay, I see Drummond's offensive game starting to evolve a little bit. He's learning how to trick the D with a nice pump fake.
And the second free throw, good. Al Paul. There's a good screen. Booker outside. Defended by Drummond. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Booker.
He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
Schroeder kicks to Davis. Back to Schroeder. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Great communication on the alley-oop.
But give Drummond a lot of credit. He's just taking smart, high-quality shots out there. So smart, and not letting the defense dictate what kind of shots he attempts.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Paul with the ball. Saric just screen on Davis. Shot clock at 5. Paul with the bucket.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
Lakers leading by 6. Down low. Here's Drummond. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And that's 17 points for Andre Drummond.
Sometimes all you have to do is dump the ball down to Drummond and get out of the way. He'll take care of the rest, utilizing his massive frame so well.
They set the pick. Here's Paul, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, that's because both offenses are relentless. Each side trying to close this thing out.
Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Marcus All's checked in for the Lakers. And so both free throws are good. That's an 8-point game. Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's giving him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight.
Get open.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he gets the bucket. And that's 31 points for Devin Booker.
Solid pick to create that opening. Soft touch on the jumper.
Schroeder dishes to Davis. Back to Schroeder. Davis sets a screen. Inside, Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
.29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good from Booker. And the Lakers with possession here. Gasol passes to Schroeder. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
Here's Craig. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Anthony, an impressive win, and it seemed like a collective effort out there tonight.
Guys came in and stepped up and played tremendously. So I just go out there and play with all my energy and everything I had in me and leave it out on the floor, and I'm glad we got the win.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you, man.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.